have before us an ordeal of the most grievous kind. I have nothing to offer but blood, toil, tears, and sweat. But it must be remembered that we are in the preliminary stage of one of the greatest battles in history.
I could say that you didn't need, but you wanted me.
And that many preparations have to be made here, so
Maybe I was wrong, even once wasn't anything. So if we had another chance, I would never let you steal my breath. Bring me back to life. Maybe I was wrong, even once wasn't anything. Yeah, I could say that you didn't need any part of me. Yeah, maybe it's not me, you should be the one on your knees. So if we had another chance, I would never let you steal my breath. Bring me
Welcome back, everyone. It's time for our lower finals of tonight's $100 tournament. It's 3v3 madness out there, and in here, it's HailMonkeyMan and Ivory as we get ready to see who will be able to outlast into the end of this tournament. It is somewhere around third place we're looking at Ivory, and it's these teams that are trying to be able to meet the maximum against Team Minimal. And of course, it's our boys over there, the Belly Bean boys, that were able to outdo the plebes.
Yes, we will see as far as Team Minimal and Belly Bean Boys here in our losers finals. Awaiting in the grand finals is Gone Fishing. If you are just tuning into the overall stream, Gone Fishing did take down Team Minimal 3-0, and we will see. I believe this is a rematch between Team Minimal and Belly Bean Boys, or no, it's not. This is the first time they've met, I believe.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay.
They're the opposite side of the bracket. So they've been kind of staring at each other, but, you know, they've been flirting with other people. And so this is now their first time to get on a date with one another. So we're gonna have maybe a little feeling out.
Yeah, they've been blowing kisses across the bracket, you know, just showing each other a good time. Now they're ready. Now they're just ready to fight. It's the bar brawl that we've been waiting for, and we'll see who's going to be able to win it. We do have Mini, Frimsy, and Solo here on Team Minimal. And then we have Belly Bean Boys of Bullseye, Patty, and Trevor. So we have seen these two teams on stream at least a couple times so far, and we'll see which one's going to be able to make their way back into the grand finals. I know Belly Bean Boys, they are wanting a rematch, if possible, in that grand finals against Gone Fishing. We'll see Solo trying to get back up to this one. Patty will end up testing it downfield, going out to corner. Trying to get one more, looking for the demo, not going to be able to find him. It will be Trevor there to back him up for his teammate. Not going to be able to get it either. Bullseye, just keep it in this corner, a little bit back and forth. Nice demo, Solo. Going to have to keep this one out of here. But so far, a little bit slower paced game, just kind of playing literally in that one corner back there, Monkey.
Yeah, whenever you get that little bit of a spin cycle happening, it's like the machine is overfilling with water, and all of a sudden you just have an overflowing pipe. Got to be able to get out of there. And so far, so good upon the transition for Team Minimal. They definitely circulate that into the corner, don't let it punish them, and now they're trying to do exactly the opposite to the likes of Belly Bean Boys. Patty with a great save. That's going to go up to the backboard, trying to be able to top that one off, but it will be the defense that will bite. Trevor hanging out on that corner, and now it's from post to post. That's going to be a big clear. Bullseye going to see if he can win a 50, but we at least work our way out to the midfield.
So we'll see Patty trying to force it back downfield here. It looks like Belly Bean Boys just trying to get a little bit of pressure here to start off this game early. But really it seems like both teams just trying to get a feel for one another. Just trying to feel out how each other does like to play as we are 2 minutes in, still scoreless. We do see a demo there on the backside. Trevor does have to get rid of this one. Bullseye is waiting here patiently, just trying to take the possession back. Dodges one demo, does get a 50. Will go out to his teammate Trevor. Trevor, not the best first touch there, though. Will give away possession to Mini. Finds himself a demo in the meantime. So Mini's just going to have to buy a little bit of time here. Not going to be able to get much done. He does find the boost, though, over Patty. So great heads-up play there. Able to at least keep possession for his team on their half. Patty shot on net. Might be going in. Patty able to sink it down. Crossbar down.
You know, in the biz, we call that one a Bardowski. And that's just how it works. And that's a great heads-up play by Patty. I think we have two different ideals going on between these two teams. A little bit more physicality and response from Belly Bean Boys, whereas Team Minimal tries to give it more into the defensive half and really punish on what could be a crumbling defense. And Minimal, at this point in time, they really haven't been able to be on offense for too long, and they're finding a feisty foe in the way of the Belly Bean Boys. See how this will top off. We are beyond the first half of play in this new best of 5 here in the lower sector of this bracket.
And we still see this 1-goal lead. Definitely a very easy game to get back into here for the side of Team Minimal, as Belly Bean Boys do lead by 1. Bullseye trying to get this one early. Frimsy will end up losing out on that battle. Patty off to the sidewall trying to find the double. Not going to be able to get it, but it's a little bit of fake. Trevor has time here. Trevor finds a shot on net, and Trevor somehow gets back to this one off the ceiling and sinks the second one.
Hey, cameraman, help me out. Follow? Okay, Trevor? Yes. Wow. Okay, so off the front deflection of the defender, he goes up. So does the ball, who quickly comes down, and he just boosts into it for a fantastic shot on target. That one was going to be tough to read by the defense regardless. Trevor's going to put a threat, and Frimsy has been a little bit quiet this game. Got to see a little bit more involvement from him. The entirety of Team Minimal, as they just seem to be put completely with their backs to the wall.
Let's see Mini trying to get this one out of here. Trevor trying to put a shot on net. Will end up getting thwarted there from Frimsy. Wasn't able to find the double tap that he's looking for. Bullseye trying to push it back down in the middle. Patty will end up helping him out, trying to pinch it out to the front side, but nothing really going to come of it yet. Still just trying to get it out of their half here on Belly Bean Boys. But the clock is not against them right now. They have a minute and a half. They're just trying to bide their time and take this game 1 victory. We'll see if Solo and friends are going to be able to get anything done. Mini to Frimsy. Frimsy shot on net. Will be stopped there at the goal line. Patty able to read that one through and keep this 2-goal advantage, at least for the time being. But finally, a little bit of pressure coming out from the side of Team Minimal as they're trying to knock on Satan's door and get this game 1 back into their favor.
Trying to get a little bit more blessed and possessed, and that one will have enough zest to make it inside the left side post. That's 3-0. That's a statement to be able to get forward into this series. It was a nice touch. It was a nice stop, but there was just no response that was going to be able to be found between Solo and Mini. And you get your Solo Mini cup, you get your nice drink, you're feeling pretty good. It is a party right now on the side of Belly Bean Boys.
You're talking about just the zest on top of it, and definitely he is looking like a pest out there. I'm going to tell you that much right now from Bullseye, but they're getting 3 goals so far coming out from the side of Belly Bean Boys, and they are starting to run away with this game 1. 45 seconds left. Unless Team Minimal can get something in here right now, this might be all she wrote for game 1, and we will have Belly Bean Boys taking it. We'll have a touchdown here from Solo. Solo trying to play it off the back wall. Patty just trying to get in front of it here. He does get a flick over 1. Frimsy does get beat out, but Mini is there to back him up. Pass in the middle, not going to be quite there. So it'll be Trevor just to be able to shave off a little bit more time on this clock as we're just getting down to about 20 seconds left. I think this one might just be over though, Monkey. We might be seeing game 2 coming out here soon.
This is starting to feel a whole lot like a primer. Maybe not for the entirety of the series, but at least for Belly Bean Boys to make their ultimate run back into the grand final. What a bang, bang, boom! It goes off every bar and doesn't go in. But you know what? That bled enough time off the clock. We get to see a little bit of pinball late. And the Wizards themselves that made that magic happen will be moving their way into a 1-0 lead in this series. Belly Bean Boys on top for now.
Definitely a great showing there from Belly Bean Boys. 10 shots on net to start out that game 1. They are definitely feisty. They're ready to go. They've been waiting here for a little bit, and they want to prove themselves and make their way back into the grand finals, and they want to try and get that rematch against Gone Fishin'. They did lose 3-2 in Gone Fishin' in the winners semifinals, I believe it was, but they're definitely playing hot right now. They are showing a very strong Team Minimal team. A little bit of issues here early on.
And Team Minimal was one of those teams that takes a moment to kind of get started in that game. And we saw a lot of this ferociousness out of Belly Bean Boys in their first iterance against Gone Fishin'. And it's a matter of being able to punish them. If you can collectively just sink them into their own side and, you know, be able to put a line out there, then you're gonna be able to catch them off guard. And that was something that Gone Fishing was really good at. And they were able to be a little bit more efficient of getting these clears and then turning them into more. Didn't see a whole lot of presence of that. Saw more of a kind of a disjuncted sort of effort of one and done. See if you can be able to get it into the corners. But no, got to be more efficient with the ball. Get that possession and be able to work downfield again. See if Team Minimal will be going to the maximum in game 2.
Yeah, we'll see game 2 starting off here, and we will have Belly Bean Boys taking game 1. So they'll be up 1 in the series. It's a best of 5 here in our losers final. We'll be moving into a best of 7 in the grand finals for anybody who has just tuned in. It's a best of 7 game 1 advantage to Gone Fishing. So we'll have just 1 game up, but we're seeing both of these teams trying to fight for their tournament lives here, as loser will see their way out the door. Frimsy trying to pass it here into the middle to his teammate Minnie. Minnie is going to get dunked down. Bullseye just trying to be a nuisance there in the goal. Pass to Patty. Patty looking for the shot on net. Going to be at the crossbar. Trying to get the double. Not going to be able to find it. One more up from Bullseye. Bullseye trying to put it down. Goal line save. Trevor can't find it either. Absolutely insane defensive play coming out from the side of Team Minimal. Keeping it out of their goal. Don't know how they're doing it, but if there's a will, there's a way, and Team Minimal found it.
You know, I'm really sad that Team Minimal got that save, only because you were speaking so fast. It was like you were an auctioneer, and I was going to say sold, and they didn't let me hit my gavel. So unfortunate, but very fortunate. Team Minimal showing that they can post up, but then this one will sneak through. That, well, just finds a defender sleeping, and it finds one creeping over the goal line. That will be, again, Belly Bean Boys on top.
The whole entire goal line defense that they did there to keep everything out, and then that's the one that slips in, Monkey.
Yeah, I know. I know. Come on, man. Like, I had a gavel, I had my judge's hat, all that stuff, my wig.
You're ready to go. You're ready to make a clip about that whole entire thing. We're gonna have the best clip, and they ruined it. You know, they had to stop us from having our fun.
Terrible. NA production. That's what I call it.
We'll have Minnie trying to find the pass in the middle. Nobody home, so Frimsy is gonna have to back off. Solo trying to find one touch over Patty. Patty gonna be able to give it over to Bullseye. Bullseye trying to push it forward. Frimsy up here already. Gonna push it out to the corner. Minnie with a big bang downfield. Trevor trying to find the pass again. Nice little passes here coming out from the side of Belly Bean Boys. It seems like Patty is always on the receiving end of them too, and he's been putting some heat seekers on the net for Team Minimal.
He's an absolute tyrant when it comes to hunting for a shot on the net. This is going to be Patty. Oh, bit of a drop off. I thought maybe he had an accidental flip reset. It goes to his undercarriage. This one will wrap around, but Bullseye looking for a chance to bring it to a teammate. Frimsy backflip. That's an open net, and that's going to be a bouncer in. We have 5 in a row unanswered by Belly Bean Boys between these 2 games.
And so far, 9 shots to 0, Monkey, coming out from the side of Team Minimal. They are just trying to hold on by a thread. They have 6 saves already. We're not even 2 minutes into this game, but that's 2 that go in anyways. Just so much pressure coming out from Belly Bean Boys. I'm not really sure what they can do differently here from the side of Team Minimal. Maybe get a little bit more midfield pressure, get some bumps, get some demos, but definitely this is not working by sitting on their goal line. Minnie going to be the one to receive, trying to push it up to the left side. We'll see him trying to push one more. Does get it off the backboard. It'll be Bullseye to retrieve. It's up in the air. Patty looking for one touch, looking for the double. Patty, can you get back to this one? Patty almost gets it. Gets the demo, but does get stopped. Frimsy with another attempt, but Bullseye will be there to thwart him out the midfield.
This is a very deja vu moment. How many times have they been able to come off this right side of, well, at least from their perspective, the right side of the midfield line and go up for a kind of a freebie to the ceiling? There's been a lot of open possession contention that's just been minded by Belly Bean Boys and been freely given away by Team Minimal. A chance, but this one will rock its way into the corner. His Solo immediately is challenged, and this is again the greater speed differential. Team Minimal had to deal with this against Gone Fishing, and now they're finding it in surplus with Belly Bean Boys at their door. I liked what I saw for all of a moment before when they went to challenge out in open space, but you don't see that level of confidence for them to do it consistently.
Yeah, they definitely seem a little bit scared, a little bit tentative to be able to go up against these balls right now that are flying out from Belly Bean Boys. They're so quick. They're on top of every single play. It just seems like instantly. We'll see if they can try and get this out of their half, though, and find some offensive looks here. They definitely need to start finding a little bit more offense, as they've only had 1 shot this game. Patty looking for another flip reset. Going to be maybe going in, but Frimsy able to find 1 touch. Frimsy does get dunked down by Bullseye. That's an own goal, though, coming out from Solo.
13 shots to 1. We'll take these. We take those. It is now 6 in a row completely scoreless. They're now looking to maybe turn this into that super clean sweep. A minute 30 left on the clock. And if we had the collision course preset and ready between two teams that may be meeting in the grand final, we could be seeing a rematch here pretty soon between Belly Bean Boys and Gone Fishing. I won't write off Team Minimal yet, but I've already started that chapter.
Definitely, as far as that piece, we'll see if they're able to write the book and change the ways to say they are the ones with the pin. They need to try and get something going here and maybe be able to make a different story for themselves. Otherwise, this Cinderella story will be coming to an end. Solo trying to get back to this one. We will miss it here. Patty just passing over back to Bullseye. Mini not able to get in front of it, but it just seems like Belly Bean Boys able to find the win at every single turn here, as they are up 3-0 with 50 seconds left. We'll have Frimsy trying to fight it here off the corner, just patiently waiting, but Bullseye again does find a big win. Patty just going to be able to slow it down. They're just trying to just burn off enough time just to keep themselves good to go. They have 3 goals to work with. Definitely are not in any type of pressure. Solo trying to push it through. Mini not able to find himself, but this 30 seconds left, Monkey, I think they might be taking game 2 here as well from Belly Bean Boys.
Oh, it's a definite at this point. This has been just consistent management of where your opponent is on the pitch. They go out and challenge them. They go and demo them if they have to. But we haven't really seen that many demos. They're just outright winning possession without having to force their hand and force their opponent to be any which way. The congregation of these rotations has not been great for the Team Minimal Nation. A negative angle dunk, no, won't come to be. It'll hit the floor. It's going to be a match point. Belly Bean Boys are one step away from punching their way into the grand final with a rematch against Gone Fishing, which just seems all but inevitable at this point.
Yeah, we'll definitely see if they can get it done here. But just like we said before, there's no writing off Team Minimal. They've had a lot of big comebacks here during the tournament, and they've even had a reverse sweep during the tournament, like we talked about a little bit ago. So maybe they can get it done. There's still obviously an opportunity for them, but they have a long road ahead of them. We definitely need to see somebody step up here for the team. Frimsy, I think, is one that really needs to get some offense going for him. He showed up in a lot of series before. He's been pretty quiet so far in this series, other than 6 saves. But 6 saves isn't going to get you any goals, unfortunately.
When you're dominating the stat line when it comes to saves, that means you're under pressure. And, you know, when you see 15 shots to 3, 5 times the amount of offensive output, oh boy, are you under pressure. And that means that you got to be able to get yourself out. You got to get either clever about the way you want to dribble, or you have to be able to just go for the challenges out in open space. Do not surrender territory, especially on your half, for free. Make the ferryman pay a heavy price, or at least charge one against your opponent. Maybe go out there and get a few extra demos. I want to see some challenges. I want to see a fight for speed. Speed kills, and it could be exactly what will kill any hopes for Team Minimal. They may be on the fast lane out of this tournament. We'll get to see. This has got to be the best first step for them and through this game 3.
We'll see Patty up here early to start game 3. Patty already trying to look for a goal right at the bat. And he will find it. Patty, an absolute madman.
10 goals in a row. Patty, he's just able to do it off the kickoff, gets it around Mini, and what a tap. Trevor, he's in there too. He throws up the peace sign for that rookie card that Patty's trying to be able to make in this game, especially in the first 8 seconds. What a statement.
So Patty opening this up here for Belly Bean Boys, trying to make a statement and get themselves back into the grand finals to find the rematch against Gone Fishing. And again, Gone Fishing, if they are able to make it there for Belly Bean Boys, Gone Fishing will have a 1-game advantage. So we'll see what Gone Fishing can do if they do end up making their way back there, or if Team Minimal can maybe somehow get this Cinderella story, as we were talking about earlier, back to fruition and maybe get a reverse sweep. Patty, able to find 1 touch, will end up being going downfield. Solo, gonna have to turn around, has a lot of time to work with, but being a little bit scared here, a little bit tentative, needs to be careful. Shot on net from Trevor, nobody gonna be up there for Belly Bean Boys. Patty is gonna take back possession, pops it up here off the sidewall, gonna follow up himself. It will be there from Frimsy to be able to find the first. 50 out from Bullseye coming out in front. It's gonna be very dangerous here. Solo able to get up in their time, as Patty not gonna find the best touch here as it falls back down to midfield.
They do retain possession because of this. It allows Trevor to go and rotate into the corner, and 1 extra touch is all he needs. Frimsy's hanging out around the midfield line. It's a 150, and Trevor is a no-boost warrior, trying to make this work as best as he can. Bullseye with a low 50, able to keep possession again, and that's the key here. you've seen double commits out of the defense, trying to rotate out of the goal line from the likes of Team Minimal as they progress out of their box, and then continuous progressions up on the opposite side. Just see 2 flying right there. That is a point made, and that's a great one by Mini. Go out, challenge, force Belly Bean Boys to take more stellar shots.
Yeah, definitely. Team Minimal just needs to get out to these balls and just try and make Belly Bean Boys sweat a little bit. A lot of it is just Patty, Trevor going back and forth to one another, just even like right there. They almost found it back to one another off just simple give and goes. They just need to try and get in front of these plays before they're happening. A lot of reactionary defense coming out from the side of Team Minimal. They just need to try and get themselves proactive. Trevor trying to find it out to the corner. Does end up making the bad touch. Oh, unfortunate miss there. Frimsy had a beautiful pass over to Solo, but Solo unfortunately flubs the offensive try. Bullseye up here off the back wall. Frimsy not really challenging yet. Nobody really going. Double commit does finally come out though. And it will be Team Minimal on the back foot once more. Bullseye ends up letting this one go through. Mini is going to have a crack at it, trying to fall down on front, but will end up getting a demo, but nothing else. Patty just bombs it back downfield.
This is the desperation is now starting to set in. You are over halfway through the match point game, and it is all of 1 goal, and that is very good so far, as the clutch up factor is starting to really play as a variable for Team Minimal to not let this get any worse. But it will now move through. A good pass play. Patty will be able to put that one straight on in. Trevor doing great work at the corner, and Minnie just couldn't make the read.
Yeah, definitely just another great play coming out there from the side of Belly Bean Boys. These passing plays have been absolutely decimating Team Minimal throughout this whole entire series so far. We had seen from the past in the tournament is that we've seen a lot of mechanical skill, a lot of great solo plays coming out from Belly Bean Boys, but they're showing all of their powers right now. Maybe they're ready to get back with Gone Fishing and have another crack at it, because this is working out beautifully for them as Bullseye sinks a third.
Deja vu like crazy. 3-0 in 3 different games, and just able to kind of lightly Goomba stomp Solo. He drops off and everyone can't find it. Threading the needle. 202 on the board. We're looking at the possibility of a clean sweep out here, just completely and utterly. So, Mini with 1 chance, looking for a 50, trying to see if he can get anything centered. Team Minimal have been absolutely minimal offensively. We look at in terms of just shots. Right now, this is actually the least amount they've been able to hold for Belly Bean Boys. Let's see if that progresses. Less than 2 minutes to go. They got to get something going here. You said they had magic in the canister. Got to produce some of that here now.
They need some of that secret sauce from Michael Jordan. I'm telling you, they need to break it out. That's what they need in this game right now. They're not finding it. But like you said, they are at least holding him down to a little bit less on the shots. But that's the thing this game. 4 shots, but 3 goals. Their quality of shots have gone up here from the side of Belly Bean Boys. So that's the unfortunate thing. They're holding down the offense a little bit more from Team Minimal, as that one did almost sneak in itself. But unfortunately, they are just finding the back of the net for Belly Bean Boys for Team Minimal. Frimsy trying to push it downfield. Trevor not gonna be able to get this one in time. Mini does push it down to the corner as we're encroaching on a minute left here in this game, and it is Team Minimal staring down the barrel of the tournament lives. Need to try and get something moving here fast offensively.
Oh, and another chance. That was the best one that they've had so far to at least get one. At this point, you definitely are fighting for your tournament life, but you're also fighting to get on the board. That it would be such a moral victory, such a resilience maker for the likes of Team Minimal, because you don't want to come away out of this not just with a loss, but just a clean sweep against you. Patty to the pancake backboard, and that's going to go there as well. Solo, great. Actually, no, he makes that into a loss. Half minute to go here, and I mean, we haven't seen a single goal in now, what is it, 14 and a half minutes of Rocket League time? I don't think that we're going to see one in the last 20 seconds.
Yeah, unless they can get something going now, this just might be the end of it. Mini tries to sneak one in there, not able to get around it in time. There'll be 10 seconds left, and I believe that is going to put the nail in the coffin for Team Minimal, and we will see Belly Bean Boys making their way into the grand finals for the rematch against Gone Fishing.
All but assured. Just trying to see how the stat man will be, and that would have been a 10th. So
he didn't
close.
shoot the 3-pointer? Come on now. Jeez, that's what he should have done.
Might as well just FF go next. Come on. No. But that was a clean sheet for the likes of Belly Bean Boys. It started off in game number 3 with an absolute highlight out of Patty, who continued to lay on that performance time and time again. And Belly Bean Boys, they looked very, very primed for what's coming up next. They're going to be going to the grand final. Game 1 may be falling away from them because of a winner's game 1 advantage in favor of Gone Fishing, but they're going to be going up there with some heat. Do you think they're ready? Because this is a lot more heat hacking than I think they had last time.
Yeah, I think for sure. I think the last time that they played against Gone Fishing, a lot of it was just solo plays and just a little bit more mechanical side. But really, they're clicking on all cylinders now. It seems like they had the solo plays, the passing, 50s, everything was going well for them. And Team Minimal, they're not a bad team. So don't get it wrong when you see a clean sweep like that, chat. The main thing is that the Belly Bean Boys were playing that well to just put them down 3-0. So we'll see. They'll be going back into the grand finals. We'll go to a short intermission here. So we'll be right back, everybody.